Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Size-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Answer. With the restraining bolt in place, I do not have access to my memory core. I suspect, however, by the fine quality of my manufacture, that they are a prestigious company indeed. I suspect I am of unique construction, or perhaps I was intended for a very specific customer. How I ended up here, I can hardly say. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid. Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Yeah, what do you want? Tatooine is one big desert, with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. My clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. Do you have anything else you want to ask? I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements. I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life. I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
How can I help? Tatooine is a dry planet that has not been inhabited long, and has little law. This town of Anchorhead may be its only settlement. Beyond that, there is little else I can tell you. Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you? I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak. Mutual attraction? I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly. I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities. I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available. You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done. How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do. How can I help? Sorry. It's not that I look forward to...
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it. Seems like every other person I meet is complaining about something. Well, it's not going to get better, so leave me alone. Oh, well, I wouldn't want that now, would I? Just leave me alone.
It's not that hard to understand if you listen. It's just odd.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. Usually it's some kid wondering what my old racing days were like. When I was back on Taris. It seems like a long time ago. Well, I wouldn't worry about that, not with your attitude. Go on then, ask away. I'm ready. Ask me again in a few years, and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. There is one. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. Well, you should try the locals. Jawas, maybe. Funny little guy. Ah, something I know. Well. Best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Taris. Yeah. Always look forward to going back. No, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in a winter circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know? A woman? I never won on Taris, but it was always my first stop on the circuit, and last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone. Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass. All right, then. No need to get all confrontational. What are we, sand people? You wouldn't find much fight left in me anyway. Why bother? I mean, will this pay for ship maintenance or whatever? You're just looking for coward credits. It'll get you to leave. Just take what credits I have. Take them, and leave me. I don't want anything to do with you. Go on, take a walk. My mood's sour enough without you here.
Huh? Who are you then? The only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum. I suppose you're fishing for a reaction to the destruction of Taurus. That's all anyone from off-world is talking about. Well, I'll tell you, it's about time someone kicked the Republic in the tail and got things moving. I guess the Sith are the ones that do it. Don't get me wrong, all those deaths were horrible. The war gets the money moving. Maybe they'll decide to fortify us out here. No. Just no. I don't look for trouble. You'll have to talk to people yourself if you want more than that. If you don't mind. All right, then. What, did some Zerka promoter tell you to come to this planet? Nothing here but sand and more sand. Well, there are two kinds of hunting on Tatooine. Hunting raid and hunting people. You'll need a Zerka hunting license. Faz's is northwest of here, north of the Zerka office. After that, you'll buy the trophies you collect. They maintain an office west of here in central Anchorhead. That's about all they maintain these days. All right, then. Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
Ben? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I am here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. It is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition. Nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man.
As my daughter is quick to point out.
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Yes?
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I don't have the holocron, if that's what you're asking.
Then what are you waiting for? Go find it.
Huh? Yes?
Ako pa, Cheko pa. Sino mulira king paija, kislimu po duama? Mucho shak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun. Jeno baduana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Akom jus dach miki grabal mogo.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit. Easy now, I'm not looking for a fight. This is a friendly place to gather. You're kidding, right? Easy now, come on. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'll just leave, all right? Don't worry about me. Every ship that lands brings a new hotshot. I don't have the time.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Bubo, Tonkin Ba, Loku Nexag. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chuna Molira, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Chupornibo, Kun Molira Slimo Poiwa. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chiwa Aita. Baba Has.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it? Whoa, what'd you say? You know, I come here because the guards stop your kind of trouble before it starts. Well, actually, they probably are. But I'll save you the trouble of testing it. I'm leaving. I'm not wasting ammunition on a fight with you. I've raid to hunt. We meet on the dunes, you watch out.
Yes?
Yeah?
What?
I'm here.
Huh?
What?
Yeah?
I'm here.
What?
Huh?
I'm here.
Yes?
Yeah?
Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wanakun bes chingpama rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Uba batu koji. Tong nongbong shang yung yang. Tong katok smakdelia. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Laboda ni winkis matoma.
Yes?
I'm here.
Yeah? What?
I'm here.
Huh? What?
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sandcrawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very well, though I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the swoop track. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Achua Penki, Yun Patisa. Kakinja Nawabaka. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Agi Inko Tune. Chiwa Aita Kang. Chiwa Aita Kang Kicha na Chupornibo. Kun muli ras limo poiwanga tangi tuama chiwi aita ka chong chicha baba has. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Kakinja. Chiwi aita.
Laboda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Laboda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba Laboda ni winkis maktoma. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Laboda ni winkis maktoma. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Rundi hadonga chihonkabi. Uba batu koji. Tong nongbong.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. What? Please tell me you're kidding. I can't get any lower than this, and you would take advantage? Please, no! Take it then. But you may as well have just killed me. You've trapped us here with nothing.
This is beneath even you. Stealing from a helpless woman. How could you?
You have no conscience. That plate was all I had. We're trapped here now. All because of you. Darkness take you, monster.
The role of the weak is to serve the will of the strong. I'm glad you understand that.
It troubles me to see you behaving this way. Such acts can lead to the dark side.
Huh?
Yes? I'm here.
Yeah?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yes?
What?
What?
Ako Chikopa, Chino Muleraki, Rundi Hautongatong Kimbanang Kongkek, Wana Kumbes, Chimpayamul Tonga Buksha Umenong, Kara Volpamu. Labola na Winkis Matoma, Yinkin Slimopodo.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Tonga Buksha Umenong, Kara Volpamulsli, Kumanabak Mulira, Chuni Yun Tunjich, Rundi Hautonga Tong Kimbanang Kongkek, Wana Kumbes, Chimpayamul. Labola na Winkis Mat, Rundi Hautong Chibedwanani. Labola na Winkis Mat. Labola na Winkis Mat, Rundi Hautong. Labola na Winkis Matoma. Rundi Hautonga, Labola na Wink, Rundi Hautonga Tong Kimbanang Kongkek, Wana Kumbes. Rundi Hautonga Tong Kimbanang Kongkek, Labola na Rundi Labola Chibedwan Labola na Winki Chipichaona Kinni Kosendi.
And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
Labola na Winkis Matoma Yink Rundi Hautonga Tong Kimbanang Kong Chibedwana Nibo. Chibedwana Nibobo. Rundi
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races. Did you? I'm not sure that's any of your business. Maybe if you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Hurry it up, all right? All right, see you. You again? I don't really feel... I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting... It's not that I'm not grateful, not that I care about credits. Do you now? You might know a good deal, I guess. I suppose I do. I mean, thanks for making things clear.
The weak serve and the strong profit. That's the way things should be.
Rundi hautonga tongkimba nangkongkek. Lagoda na link rundi hautonga. Lagoda na link yes matoma. Inkin slimma podo. Rundi ha.
Yeah?
Sure.
Muchachak pakat. Kieno no namapaule. Runda di kachi.
Chiwi aitak. Chiwa ai. Chiwi aitak ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek. Chiwi ai. Baba has.
Rundi. 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 Lagoda rundi. Rundi.
Tangabun shan nong Smilia. Mucho shakapakat. Kakin cha nakwa. Kakin cha.
Kakincha nawa kakincha. Kava yun pati. Chiwa ay chow basong.
Leave me alone.
I have to say, you are looking.
I wrecked my bike in a race a few days ago.
I have to say, you are looking very impressive to me right now.
Yes?
Yeah?
What?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yes?
What can I do?
Yes?
What?
What can I do?
What?
Greeting. A query. Observation. I am wasted in a shop or translating for some moisture farmer